Get ready for the podcast. I address anything on my mind. On time with the lines and the lyrics rhyme. And you know you can press rewind. Yeah. Get ready for the podcast. I address anything on my mind. On time with the lines and the lyrics rhyme. And you know you can press rewind. Podcast, you can talk what you want to say. Here go the microphone, we can talk all day. I got time to listen to your thoughts. Feedback, just let the man talk. Get ready for the podcast. I address anything on my mind. On time with the lines and the lyrics rhyme. And you know you can press rewind. Yeah. Get ready for the podcast. I address anything on my mind. On time with the lines and the lyrics rhyme. And you know you can press rewind. Wake up to the howling sounds. That's the wolf speaking now. Press record, now say what you say. You wouldn't want to have it any other way. Get ready for the podcast. I address anything on my mind. On time with the lines and the lyrics rhyme. And you know you can press rewind. Yeah. Get ready for the podcast. I address anything on my mind. On time with the lines and the lyrics rhyme. And you know you can press rewind.
And welcome to the Wolf's Den podcast, the podcast for gamers, to gamers, and about gamers. And today I have a very special guest all the way from the UK. It is currently 2 a.m. at the time of actually recording, doing this live over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Wolf Den Podcast. On Twitch, it is live each and every single time. So that means there is no editing. Something goes wrong, it just happens. It's just how it is. And we saw that with the last podcast with Shadow Beast, so make sure you guys are going to be checking that out as well. So with it being live, sorry, but you guys are going to be watching here on YouTube. You guys only get to see the chat in the middle. You actually don't get to really be a part of the discussion, but if you want to, make sure you guys are checking us out live, and make sure you drop a follow and subscribe to this channel if you are watching it on YouTube. Also, if you are watching on Spotify, Breaker, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you're just listening, you're not watching, thank you guys so much for all that support. I greatly do appreciate it. It is wonderful. We are very, very close to actually being able to start receiving sponsorships and everything else. So make sure you guys are spreading the word. If you are into content creating or gaming of any sorts, this is the podcast. We are real. We are 100% real, and we focus on the content creators. Now, speaking of content creators, this guy, he took a very, very long break ever since his daughter was born. And again, he is in the UK. He is a family man first. That's why he took a very, very long break on content creating. But he is going to be making his return. He is going to be dropping it right here on this podcast when he is going to be making his return. And I am super excited to welcome a very good friend who I've missed. We haven't talked a whole lot since the break just because of different reasons, but welcome in Cazzer.
Yo, what's happening, everyone?
Long time, dude. Long time no see. How's things been?
Yeah, it's been an adventure for me. It really has.
Yeah, especially with everything that has gone on with, like taking your very long break, situations that you've run into. We're not going to get into too much detail. I don't want too much of that stuff going out. So that's stuff that can just stay privatized between you and me that we have discussed in the past. But
exactly.
we are gonna talk about your daughter a little bit, because I would love to, because I have yet to see photos like ever. I don't think I've ever seen a photo of your daughter. So
I need to send you one again.
Yeah, eventually. Come on, man. Come on. So
yeah,
we're gonna get into this. First off, just how have you been on a full scale?
I've been good. I've been really good. I've just been working and hanging out with my friends, socializing ever since I sold my PlayStation. So I used to be such an addicted gamer. I never used to socialize with people, and now I'm out and about like every day, all day.
You you want to know, like, when I drop a podcast where I'm gonna do this solo, like by myself, hint hint, wink wink, nudge nudge, keep an eye out for that one. But so I took a very long break myself from gaming. I kind of got
Mhm.
forced into it because of I lost my PlayStation 3 at the time. Just pretty much took a little break. I'd play games at buddy's house who had Call of Duty and Madden and MLB and all that. So I kind of kept
Yeah.
up, but I missed it because I watched a lot of Deck Spot, and it led me into watching Carnage Clan, and that's when it's like, oh my god, I actually miss gaming. But we're not here for me, we're here for you. So let's actually get into it. I said that you're in the UK. It is currently like 2:08 a.m. Monday.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Uh,
it really is. It's
thank you
early,
for
man.
thank you for staying up, dude. Yeah, I just got back from a trip with my wife. Our anniversary is on Friday, so when this
Hmm.
podcast drops, it will be either day of or day before, or day of or day after. I don't know which day I'm dropping the podcast, but if you're here on Twitch, hey, you're watching it first.
Oh
So
man,
so yeah, I'm a little tired. It's just been a long weekend. But thank you for staying up with me, dude.
it's
But
fine, man. I've been looking forward to this all week, so I've been planning to stay awake for this day.
I do appreciate that. So let's get into where exactly in the UK, in England, did you grow up?
So I grew up in an area called Kent, which is like the south of London. So it's around the south of the UK, southeast, and I grew up around Kent, which is technically like a second London if you look at it that way. It's got a bunch of Londoners and everyone who lives around Kent, maybe a bit of mixed like cultures and everything, but I grew up around main Kent.
So it's pretty much a bigger city within the UK. It's not smaller. Houses are kind of probably smaller a little bit, or are they bigger?
It's not really a city; it's more of a county. So like, it's got a load of different towns in it. So
Okay.
I live in my own town in Kent, which is Sheerness, and um, it's basically its little island in Kent.
Okay.
So
So it's a little island. So it's a pretty smaller town, but Kent County in a way is because
yeah,
being in America, things are a little. I look at things a little bit weirder and a little bit more different than, you know. It's a little bit harder, especially when I do a giveaway. It's like, you've been in one of my winners, haven't you?
yes, I have. I'm
So
pretty sure I have. Yeah,
yeah. So I mean, every time that Miss Pinky has won recently, I've been like, did I do your address right? I don't know. I'm from America. We don't have it this way. So
yeah. Addresses are completely written different than the ones in America. Like we've got like the county, the postcode. While in America, I'm pretty sure it's just like the city or town where you
yeah,
are,
yeah,
or
we have city, town, the zip code, as well as the actual
yeah.
address with the road. But it's always been rough. But somehow G Fuel's always made it to the proper house, except for one time. That's my fault. We're not going to talk about
G
that.
Fuel just takes forever to get to me.
I know, dude, and I have sent Dan some G Fuel too for as a win, and he's just been like, "Where is it?" I'm like, "I don't know, man."
Whenever I order G Fuel, I always have to make sure to order it 2 weeks before I want it.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it just takes the period for the delivery from America to UK just takes forever.
yeah. I mean, when I had to send him a pair of blue light glasses from Gamer Advantage, this is not an ad, just saying. But when I sent him a pair of those glasses because I love the brand. I'm not wearing them right now because they're upstairs right now, and I forgot them. You kind of reminded me. Thanks, asshole. But it took them about maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks to get there, and I had to physically send them myself, like because they couldn't ship to the
Yeah.
UK. So I had to buy them, and then when I got them, like in 3 days, because I happen to live in the exact state that they're in, I actually had to pay to send them. So it worked out.
Oh, okay.
It worked, but customs paperwork, bitch.
Yeah, I bet. I imagine it would be.
Now I see why it takes 2 weeks, because it takes them a week and a half just to even fill out the paperwork. So, so growing up in the UK, did you play any sports or anything like that?
Yes, I was heavily into football when I was younger.
So,
Heavily invested
so
into football.
okay, so when you say football, I just happen to be wearing a jersey of the greatest NFL team in the entire world, the Buccaneers. If you When you say football, you're meaning what we call soccer here, right?
Yes, that
Okay,
is what that is correct.
okay, because what we call football is different than what you call football.
Yeah.
We call them foot fairies. But I respect the living hell out of soccer players or UK football players or just football in
Yeah.
general. So,
Soccer and football was just my absolute favorite thing to play when I was a kid. I absolutely loved it.
so what positions did you end up playing? Was it like where is it defense, goalie, striker?
I actually ended up playing two positions throughout the time I played football. When I very first started, I was a goalie, so I was a goalkeeper, and then I asked my coach to let me play striker one game, and if I score, he keeps me a striker, and then I went to striker in the end.
Hey, there we go. Which one was more fun though? Was it playing to try and get goals or was it trying to stop the goal?
There was quite. I found them both fun. Goaling was like it's an important role for a team because they are the reason the balls don't go in the net. Like defenders, they are every role is important in the team. But playing a striker, I just had that excitement and the adrenaline rush all the time when having the ball at my feet and just acing it towards that net.
Okay, so you did enjoy doing both, but
Yes,
ultimately, which one was your most favorite?
a striker, absolutely.
There we go. You just love to get the goals and to showboat every time you got a score or something.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so with soccer, was there any other sports whatsoever? Like, I know
Um,
rugby's a big thing over there.
In my teenage years, after I finished playing football, I went into badminton.
Okay, hold
So
on. This is new to me. What is badminton?
it's um it's a bit like tennis, but a bit different. It's the net is a lot higher and the rackets are smaller. And instead of like a ball, like a tennis ball, it's the thing we hit is called a shuttlecock. Pretty sure that's the term for it. And
A
it
what?
like sort of floats in the air, and you could do like different techniques and movements with it. Like you could do drop shots, you could do smashes. It's
Dude,
it's a bunch of fun.
about to sit here and Google what is badminton. Uh, Badminton.
Badminton, so BAD and
Oh,
then
there.
Minton.
All right. Oh, this thing. Oh, I know what this
Yeah.
game is. That's what I play in my backyard at a pool party. Okay, I know what this is. I didn't know this was an actual like sport.
Yeah, it's in the I think I'm pretty sure is it in part of the Olympic Games? I don't know for
Yeah, it
sure because I
is.
don't really
It is.
yeah, I thought it
The
was.
first photo that popped up was China versus China in the London 2012 Olympics.
Yeah, I would yeah, the China is very good at badminton. I know that for sure.
I'm just saying. This was for a gold medal. So hey, there we go. I learned something new. There's literally an Olympic sports for badminton. Okay, that's new. Okay. So what was your favorite thing about that as a teenager?
Smashing it into the face of the people I didn't like.
Chris, you just want to hurt people. But
Because
doesn't all people in the
not
UK just want
normally
to
a
hurt people?
violent person. I never showed my anger or anything, and badminton used to help me get out my anger because I used to
Why do you
absolutely smash it when I got a chance to.
play rugby? It's more violent.
Rugby, I was sort of alright with rugby, but I just didn't really enjoy it as much. So
My wife played rugby, so I know some stuff about rugby. Some. She played as a hooker, and I make fun of her for it. Probably about
my
to probably about to come through the ceiling here and beat my ass for that comment.
My gym teacher really wanted me to play rugby because of my build and my speed, but I ended up just being like, I don't want to play it. I just don't really like enjoy the game. So
Well, I
sorry.
mean, you gotta enjoy it. You gotta, do what you want. You gotta play what you want. So, no hate on
Exactly.
it. No hate on it. So, teenage years, you were playing badminton. What, what,
Mhm.
when did you start getting into gaming?
Gaming I was into ever since I was like 5 years old. I played the cube. I forgot the full name of it, but I just called it the cube when I was younger.
The GameCube.
GameCube, that's it.
Yeah,
That's
there
it.
we
That's the
go.
one. The
That's a
GameCube.
that's a classic.
Yeah, definitely is.
So you were playing the game on the GameCube. What games would you play?
Well, because it's quite a long time ago, I can't really remember, but I do roughly. I don't know the name of the game, but I used to play this zombie game all the time with my cousin. And the zombies, you play as a zombie and you fart in people's faces and you like eat the heads off and everything.
Well, that's kind of gross. I could have gone all night without hearing about that then.
It
That's all
was.
right.
I just found it hilarious as a kid.
So you started playing into the GameCube when you were about 5 years old or so. What? And then just things started to progress more and more and more as you got older.
Yeah, I went from the GameCube and then I went to the PlayStation 1 and so on from there.
And then just been stuck on PlayStation ever since, or did you ever dive into the Xbox?
Well, I actually dove into the Wii at one point before I dove into the Xbox.
Like
So I didn't
the Nintendo Wii?
have the Nintendo Wii, that's it. And then from the Nintendo Wii, I dove into the Xbox for like 2 generations, and then I went back onto the PlayStation.
Okay, so I mean everything from there was about, just you transformed into different type of consoles. When did you get into Xbox?
I don't know roughly. It was the Xbox. I know that it was the Xbox 360, but I don't know roughly when that was though.
Okay, so and then you ended up going into the PS4 over the Xbox One.
Um, I had the Xbox One first, and then I ended up getting the PS4 as well within the Xbox One time frame.
So you had both systems for a little bit.
I had both consoles for a little bit, yeah.
Okay. So you and me, we ended up meeting because of our buddy Dan Ladd, who's actually in the chat right now.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
So let's talk about you and Dan's friendship. How did you guys meet?
I can't remember if it was through No Game or Shadow Flame. It was through one of them.
Didn't you guys work together or something?
Dan. I don't think me and Dan actually worked together.
Okay, because I know that you were through No Game. I don't remember ever seeing Dan's name in a No Game video. I could be false. I could be lying. I don't know. But yeah, I know that he was like, "Hey, I got this mate he's also a gamer. He likes No Game, this and that." And apparently that's when you started watching some of my videos and started watching 30 Max's videos, and you ended up joining into both of our lobbies, and we all
Yeah.
played together. It was almost like a nightly thing of you, me, Nighthawk, Dan, and a couple others, Dirty Max and somebody else, always playing together after
Yeah, it
lobbies.
was, yeah.
Keo, it was always Keo.
Keo. Oh man, Keo. Oh
God, that
Jesus, I
was
miss his broken voice.
he's got a man voice now.
No, don't tell me
Yeah,
stop the voice breaks. Oh no.
it's a man voice now, dude. Like
Oh
me and him,
God.
we played Phasmophobia as my first spooky game night that I did in October,
Mhm. Oh wow.
and it was me, him, and JD Big Mac. We ended up playing together on Phasmophobia, and I was like, "Bro, you got a man voice now."
Oh, that's
Like
insane.
it was a man. I was like, "Is this Keo?" I was so
Don't
confused.
think I don't think I'm gonna be prepared to hear it.
He's got a man voice, dude. His voice is probably more manly than mine.
His voice is definitely more manly than mine, and if he's more manly than yours, Jesus.
God. Well, mine's more manly than yours. No offense.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But his voice is more manly than mine, and he's 16. I'm 27. Come on. Here, hold on. Hello, my name is Tyler.
Hello. I can't go deep.
So, okay, so we're all gaming together. When did you exactly start getting into content creation?
I got into content creating ever since I was 11 when I first started getting
Really?
into content creating.
Yeah, I didn't know that you did anything until like maybe 3 or 4 months prior to you having your daughter.
See, I had like loads of different channels when I was younger. The very first channel I had wasn't around gaming. Oh God, it's just
Oh,
such
yeah,
an
let's do
embarrassing
it. Come on,
story.
come on, come on. Let's talk about it. This is what we're here for, man. This is what we're here for.
I
We're here.
used I
We're here
used to
for
have a
this.
guitar. I used to have a guitar and I used to lip sync to songs on YouTube.
Used to
Lip sync to
lip
songs
sync,
on YouTube and try and make it funny.
lip sync.
Yeah, so like instead of actually singing, you're just mouthing the words and trying to make it funny by doing stupid dances and shit. And that was just me.
Oh my god, I can't. I can't,
It was such
dude.
cringe. Why do you think I
You.
deleted the channel?
Oh, you deleted the channel. Damn it.
I completely deleted it, mate.
I was about to say where is this channel at? I gotta see it. I will keep this private to myself. Damn it. So can we get a little lip sync real quick? I mean, you said that you could hear my PC, so let's get into it. Come on.
No, I'm not doing it.
Come on,
No,
man. Here,
I
I'll even
will. I
get
will.
here. I will give you this guy. Shout out to My Name is Itchy for this song right here. Come on, come on, come on,
Oh, I don't even know the words to it, bro.
come on. Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
No.
Oh, I thought you could. Damn it.
Uh,
All right, but no. Just sing. Give me a song. Come on.
I'm not singing, Tyler. No.
All right, fine. Next time. Next time. Well, I'll get you next time. Okay.
You'll get me some point, that's for sure.
Come on. Next time.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I got him. Got him with the head winks a little bit.
Oh,
So
mad.
okay, so what was your next channel then, since you deleted this one?
Well, my next channel was actually this one. So I had a few channels before that, but I can't remember what they were called or what I did, to be honest with you. It was just like a blank page of my life that I can't remember. But then the next one I sort of remember is the one I've got now, and I had loads of different names for it. I went from first name this channel was called was Xbox Huge Tuber,
Okay.
and then
Sounds
it
like
went to
sounds like a basic 12-year-old YouTube channel.
yeah, and then I'll change the name again towards UG Sponge because I was a part of a esports team,
Okay.
and then now it's Cazzer.
So what exactly with this channel were you started with, and now what are you? What where did it end at before you took your break? We'll get into the future of it a little bit later.
So when I first started this channel, it was to be sort of like vlogging or some like Q&A sort of videos, maybe gaming on the side, like clips and that. I got recorded on my phone, and that was just the start of it. But then towards the middle, like when I became UG Sponge, that's when I started recording more montages and everything. I've deleted all them videos now, sadly, but I used to do a lot of montages then.
So what made you get rid of a ton of your videos?
Well, because whenever I changed my name, I wanted to start fresh.
Okay.
That made sense. So I got rid of the content I'd done beforehand and started fresh over top of that.
So why would you want to try and start fresh? I mean, this is a part of your history. This is a part of your legacy, type of thing.
I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to like have a clean stay and sort of like start again with some more different content and let my old content be in the past.
I mean, I kept all my streams that I've had on my current YouTube channel because that's where I originally started, was streaming on YouTube before I started posting videos, and
I
before I started streaming on Twitch.
I 100% regret deleting them because back in my montage days and my Q&A days, they were my best edited videos. That's when I used to have Sony Pro Vegas as my editing software, and I used to absolutely edit the hell out of them. That was my best edit I've ever done was
Okay.
in my Q&A with my cousin, and it was just brilliant. I had all slow mo effects and like son over effects and everything that I used to I've had in it, and I just regret deleting them because I could have looked back on them and saw the differences.
Okay, so I mean, you looked at it as I don't like these videos. My videos now are better, so I'm gonna get rid of them. But you gotta think though, at the same time, this is you changing your content and getting better and better and better with it, not getting worse. As long as you're not getting worse and you're getting better, you should always keep those as mementos and as a way of saying, "Look at how far I've come. Look at the different styles that I started."
Yeah, I wish I'd never deleted them, but I can't unchange what I've done. So
No, sadly, but you know what? Hey, it's a lesson learned, and it's a lesson that you could always take.
exactly.
So, all right, we're gonna get into the part of where exactly are you within your state of content creating? Like, what was the types that you were doing right towards the end of
So
content creating before before your daughter showed up?
so if you lot remember, I participated in the phase 5 challenge. I'm pretty sure that was actually after my daughter was born when I participated in the phase 5 challenge. That was my
Yes.
very last sort of content creating that I'd done, which was like editing, montages, and etc. But of course, before my daughter, I was doing like glitching, making glitching videos on different glitching methods and different spots I found in different maps of Modern Warfare, and maybe some hide and seek videos now and then. But I think I only posted one in the end, actually.
So you were pretty much a part of the trend of the glitching community. Glitching
Yes.
community, but really that you were getting into the wave of it with everybody else that was really starting to pick it up because Cold War
Mhm.
killed it. Cold War completely killed a lot of the glitching community.
Yeah, it definitely did.
So, because now there's more and more glitchers out there than ever before, and
Hmm.
even some of the ones that are the originators of the glitching community are actually dying off now, and new ones are starting. But then it's always
Yeah.
you last maybe a couple weeks to a year. So that's about it. Every new game cycle, it seems like there's always new people, and they start getting the views. Then the next game, there's new people. Because I've
Mhm.
seen some people from the BO4 days starting to die off now.
Yeah, sadly, that is the case. And quite a few of them I still see going strong. But sadly, the glitching community is not as good as it used to be. Like the glitches found, like Cold War completely destroyed sort of glitching. There wasn't really any methods out there,
I mean,
what I know of.
there's a couple that come and go. Like you got the RC glitching method,
Mhm.
but most of the time you need a teammate with that.
Yeah.
But now there's a solo way of doing it. So it kind of works.
Yeah, but if you look at it, it took forever to find. Like within Modern Warfare, I'm pretty sure, even though we had the spectator glitch and everything, but like the shield turret glitch that was found, I forgot who found it, but that was found like not long after the game released, and there was loads of different glitches found. I think that was actually in the middle actually, but there was glitches beforehand that worked really well for wall breach. There was a load of wall breach glitching. I know that for sure. There was so
Oh yeah.
many methods for it, definitely,
Oh yeah. I
and
mean,
it just
Nighthawk found a method in Vanguard on
yeah.
accident.
And there were so many methods from the get-go. It only really died out on Modern Warfare towards the end. I know that, like, let's say about 3 months before the next Call of Duty came out. That's when glitches sort of died on Modern Warfare. But then Cold War, if you look at the difference between Modern Warfare and Cold War, there's so much difference on glitching there.
Well, I mean, it's a different game. Just like BO4 had
Exactly.
they had the shield with torque, and they had the
Hmm.
grapple. They had they had a couple different ways. There was a couple
Yeah.
different glitching methods out there, but then they would just patch the walls, but not the actual method. Where
Hmm.
with Modern Warfare, they only glitched the walls. They also didn't glitch the actual method. But
Yeah.
But then when it came to Cold War, they are glitching the method, or they're fixing the method, but not the actual
Mhm.
glitches.
Yeah. Like every method, I remember someone finding within a week it was patched, like completely patched. Within a week on
Yep.
Cold War, it was patched from what I saw on YouTube. And Treyarch done, even though glitching, so like the glitching community and the no game community, no game itself likes it when people find glitching, of course. It's a part of the videos, and it's fantastic. Like it makes things better. But
Yeah.
then Treyarch, of course, is Treyarch, and they just completely shut it down within a week of any new method found.
Yep. But hey, you know what? It's a way for them to make some money as well. It's a way for the glitchers
Exactly.
to make a little bit of dough. And
Hmm.
it's also a good way for, no game to still have content.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I have no hate on the glitching community. I have no hate on the glitchers. I have no hate on any of that stuff. I have nothing more than respect because they're doing something that a lot of people don't have the capabilities of actually doing. So,
Yeah.
so we're going to get into a very touchy subject, but we're not going to deep dive, right?
Mhm.
So, your daughter was born. You came out with a video where you literally announced that this would be your last video because of your
Mhm.
daughter. And but you still competed in the Phase 5 challenge, and then that was pretty much it there.
Yeah.
So, when was your daughter born?
She was born on the 14th of June at 10:36 a.m. So it was quite early in the morning.
So, and then that's when the Phase 5 challenge was starting up. Well, it was right around that time.
Yeah, it was sort of like a month, maybe a month and a half later.
And then so you did that and then you pretty much stopped. What made you want to stop and take the time away from content creating in general?
Well, I needed to think about my family and my daughter because I, I'm gonna admit it anyway because it's a good thing to admit. Like if I don't, I'm not gonna hide it. I used to have a really bad gambling problem, so I got rid of everything to be like, yeah, I need to stop this now and just focus on my family. So that's what I did. I sold everything. That's why I sold it because if I kept it, I would have just carried on. So I had to completely sell everything, and I even had therapy for it. That's why I started getting really down and low. But then I started building myself up again, and that's why I haven't returned for quite a while because I've been building myself up and making myself a better person with the time I was away.
So you used gaming as a form of gambling.
Yeah, I did. I got really bad at it, and people say like you can stop getting addicted. Trust me, as someone who's been addicted, it is so easy to fall into without you even realizing it.
So how did you use gaming as a form of addiction?
FIFA. FIFA
So
was my downfall.
so you would gamble on games that you would play with people online.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's something I didn't know about. We
yeah.
never
I kept that stunt from everyone.
so you would play FIFA and gamble on the games of, hey, I can beat you,
Mhm.
and you'd put money on the line, and then you would end up losing it.
FIFA, no, it's a different sort of scenario. There's packs on it has an online game mode called Ultimate Team, and you get packs, and in them packs you have a chance of getting a good player or a chance of getting a bad player.
So in a way, you were paying real money to get these packs in the game
Yeah,
as a form of gambling.
yeah. It's such a weird thing to get addicted to, but I got addicted to it.
I mean, it sounds like people in supply drops in, the old fashioned Call of Duty, like you spend
Mhm.
money to get these supply drops, and then hopefully you get this, meta gun
That's the best.
that stayed broken forever.
Yeah, that's basically what it was, but on a different game.
All right, now the stream is starting to take a minute here, so hold on a second. Try and fix that. Okay, I think we're better. All right, live podcasting. Can't prepare for everything. So so with the way you would try and buy these packs to try and get these ultimately great players,
Mhm.
try and build your team.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't look at that as a form of an addiction. I look at that more as
Oh,
a it's not mostly an addiction. That's more of just a I want to try and get these players. So, and the only way I can get these players is to spend real money and take a chance. It's not a form of gambling per se. It's more of a form of like, you know, I just want to build this really good team. They're not if it was actual gambling, they wouldn't be allowed to actually do it in the game. You had a
it
gaming
is.
you had a gaming addiction to try and build yourself up.
It is gambling. It's even been shown as gambling because it's I mean, in the gambling therapy, which is online. It even includes it in there as gambling
Really?
because
So
in the pack you basically you get three rares. One of them could be a gold player rare or a non-gold player rare, and you got like let's say about 13% chance of getting a good player.
okay, so so it is a form of gambling because if there are percentages on based on oh can I get this? It's on
Mhm.
these percentages that then technically that is a form of gambling.
Yeah. And when you're spending, let's say about 200 to 300 quid a month on this thing, it just got out of hand for me. So I was like, yeah, I need to stop this now because I just focused. I just realized like I'm having a kid soon. I need to stop this.
Right. So that's a good way of putting it, of trying to fix it. But why did you focus off of, you know, try and just get rid of the game instead?
I tried that. I tried like just uninstalling it. I even took my credit card off of the console, but I always ended up putting it back on there. And I tried different ways. Trust me, I tried so many different ways before I had to result to my final action, and every different way didn't work for me. So I was like, yeah, I've got to sell it and just stop it now. So then, when I come back to gaming, I know I can control it then.
Okay, so I mean that's a good way of looking at it and putting it. You know,
Hmm.
I again, this is always there's more to behind the scenes of content creating than what the actual eye actually sees based on you don't know what people are going through in their personal lives, especially on the screen in front of you being broadcasted. We turn these screens on to broadcast or to have a camera on or we post this video, but you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Nobody does.
Yeah,
We're just
no,
here.
it's it exactly.
We're not robots, we're actual people. So I mean, you had a pretty dark side there. So
Yeah,
your daughter's born. You go through the phase 5. You didn't make it to the top 100. What goes on from
no.
there?
There, yeah, I just decide now it's time for me to go. Obviously, I didn't see anything further to do at that time period, and I thought now it's just time. Now seems like the perfect time for me to go away and just focus on myself and focus on what I can do, like work wise, my family wise. Just focus on becoming a better person, going out more,
So
just
you
having an actual life.
so you sold your gaming system, stuff like that,
Mhm.
and got rid
Yeah.
of them.
Yep.
And so you've been working a lot. You've been focusing on your family, stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, you've posted a couple things here and there on social media when it comes to the things, but we're not going to go super deeping into it. But um, you and your now ex aren't together.
No.
She has your daughter.
Hmm.
So what's it like? I am a father myself. I have a second child on the way as well. So it's like, what is there? What's motivating you to be able to see your daughter and to do content creating?
Oh, well, my daughter is the one actually like putting me through it, even though I'm not fully seeing her in a minute. But every day, every second of my life is all for her. Everything I do, I'm doing it for her, and I want to show her like in the future when she looks back on me that you can do anything you want. You can, if you think about it, you can do it.
That's one of the reasons why I've stuck to doing this, even with my son and my soon to be another child that I have on the way. So
Hmm.
it's to be able to show, hey, look what daddy used to do with and
Yeah,
without you. You know,
exactly.
life can always be hard. Life can be sometimes unfair. And sometimes life itself can be a joy, especially
Mhm.
when you do have a son, a daughter. It doesn't matter, but you can make life what you want it, and you can do what you
Exactly.
want. So,
Exactly.
your birthday just recently passed,
Mhm.
but when was the last time you've actually seen your daughter? If you don't want to answer it, you don't have to. That's a
Mm.
and then we're getting off the
It's fine,
subject.
mate.
We are getting off the subject after that because
It's fine, mate. I can talk about it.
okay.
I'm open and honest in it, and I'm over the page of when I feel it still upsets me, of course, but I'm over the page of being like super depressed about it. But
Okay.
the last time I saw her was like 4 months ago.
And does your daughter live within a decent vicinity?
She does, yes, but I'm not allowed to visit her because I'm going through a court case, of course. So
Okay, so that's why we're not going to talk about it because
yeah,
there's nothing we can't for legal
mm.
purposes we can't talk about it.
Yeah, that's my final comment. No comment.
So, all right, so I'm wishing you the best of luck on that, honestly.
Thank you,
So,
man.
before we get into the reveal of when you're going to make your return though, let's talk
Mhm.
about what your plans for the future of content creating, life in general, all of it. Let's talk about that. What
Well,
in life, what's your plans for the future? In life.
in life, well, right now, I'm getting higher in my job, so I've of course been promoted. So
Congratulations.
I've been promoted. I'm now on a lot more money from when I started. So I've been promoted. I'm now a supervisor working inside the warehouse and also doing my old job on the side in the same position. But I'm getting a lot more money now, a lot more hours, finally full time instead of doing part time, which I'm happy with. But um, work wise, I'm getting higher in work, and hopefully, some point in the future, because I'm going to be coming back to streaming, I'm hoping to make streaming my second job on the side. Also doing it for fun, but I want it to be like a second job maybe in the future, and just like try and work my way up to maybe saving up for a house and everything, and then see where it takes me from there.
So let me tell you, this is like a second job. I run 2 Twitch channels, a YouTube channel, and a TikTok and an Instagram, and a
Yeah.
full Twitter. It is a tough job, dude. I
Oh yeah,
edit
yeah,
I edit
definitely.
everything. I just pay somebody to make my thumbnails for my main YouTube channel, and I am done because it's tiring.
I bet it definitely is.
So, yeah, get used to staying up this late at night more often.
I've definitely am.
So, with that, so that's your future within life is try and save a house. Hopefully, make this a second job for you.
Mhm.
What about in content creating? What's the future with that? Other than trying to
Well,
make it as a second job.
I'm gonna be going back to my roots. So I did have loads of different thoughts of what I was gonna do. I was gonna do like this whole new gimmick. I was gonna do this Pokemon sort of thing. I really got into Pokemon at one point. I even had a Nintendo Switch. But then I decided that Call of Duty and just normal streaming different games and everything has always been my route. Like I've always wanted to record a Monos videos and post that. So I would love to do that at one point. Um, just playing hide and seek again. I'm hoping to come back into hide and seek lobbies with everyone, but at the same time, I'm going to be doing my whole content on Call of Duty especially with Vanguard and zombies, because there's going to be zombies on there. So I'm going to do content around that and like different class setups, different tips and tricks, maybe a campaign walkthrough, all of that type of stuff.
So you kind of want to keep it mostly into the Call of Duty theme instead of bouncing around.
Yeah, that's where streaming will be different games, but YouTube will be mainly Call of Duty.
Okay, so there's that. There's a future and there is a plan for it. So
Hmm.
that's what you need. Those are all the things that
Yes,
you need. So
yes.
we're gonna build up to the to when you were actually planning on coming back.
Mhm.
But when it comes to Call of Duty, What do you want to see from
What with Vanguard?
them? With any Call of Duty, what do you think that they can make different within all the Call of Duties?
Oh well, one for Warzone, which I think they finally started doing, but they haven't fully completed yet. Get rid of them hackers, man, please.
Hey, they're working
For
on
the
it.
love of
Okay,
God.
I'm not. I'm
For the
not
love
getting.
of God.
I'm not getting paid to say this, but come on, they're working on it. I'm gonna give them a little bit more of a chance nowadays.
It's been 6 months, Tyler.
It's been longer than that. It's been like a fucking year and a half.
Well, at least they could have worked this out, man. Gotta do
Yeah.
this.
Hey, you know what? I'm just happy that they're finally doing something.
Exactly.
Better late than never. So before we kick it off and we end the podcast, there's going to be two things. Obviously, we got the reveal of when you're going to be making your return, but also, what is some advice that you could give new content creators, anybody that's thinking about doing content creating, and as a father, what are the challenges do you think about content creating could be?
When you first start and you see your view account being low and your subscribers being low, and you've been doing it, let's say, for like a month or a couple of months, and you just feel like you're getting nowhere, so you want to quit it all. Don't. Just keep pushing. You will finally start going somewhere. Just keep pushing.
Keep 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 going. Honestly, yes.
Yeah.
That it seems like there's a theme here on the channel. When I ask that question, a lot of people say the same thing.
Oh, do they?
Yep, a lot of you guys say the exact same thing. Keep your
Oh man.
keep your head down and keep going. And it's great to see.
Exactly.
It's great to see that there's more than just, me saying that nowadays.
Mm.
So that's why I asked that question, because I want to know everybody else's opinions and what are their thoughts on it, because me, I've had some people start streaming out of nowhere that have always been a part of my community and have continuously kept growing, and it's great to see that. And it's okay, what's your advice for newer content creators? And it's always the same things, because that's what I was preaching.
Yeah.
So next up, the last thing,
hmm
questions, if there's really any here, which we don't really have. It's a slower night, it's a Sunday. Don't really ever do the podcast that often. It's not like every week, but so I don't think anybody asked anything on Twitter.
Yeah, I didn't see anything on Twitter.
Hey, it's a growing podcast. We just got to work with it, okay? It's a growing
It's
podcast.
fine. It's fine. If
It's
no
a
one wants
growing-
to ask questions, no one wants to
So-
ask questions. It's
all right,
fine with
so-
me.
All right, so here it is. When are you coming back to content creation?
January 2022.
When?
January 2022.
January 2022. What are you going to keep the gimmick?
What? That just me being myself? And yeah.
No. You had a gimmick that was going on for a little
the
bit.
gimmick beforehand.
Yeah.
No.
No, you're gonna
That's
you
going.
just pitched it out
I
the
thought
window.
about it. I thought about it. I wrote it down. It's just an afterthought now. It's not gonna be a part of it yet.
It's a little bit hard to actually be in some type of gimmick like that. Trust me. Let me tell you,
It
especially
is.
how many gimmicks have I gone through this month alone?
I haven't got the stuff to do that gimmick yet. So I'm gonna just stick with my normal self for now.
Honestly, just be yourself. Be yourself.
Hmm.
Myself is to just dress up and shit.
Also, it is December when I get my big old paycheck and a bonus on top of that. So I'll be getting a PlayStation 5 and a camera for my streaming and a brand new boom microphone.
Hell yeah. There we go, dude.
So,
Hey, honestly, nothing but the best of luck. If you want any advice, you know how to get a hold of me. There's
Mhm.
multiple different ways, dude. Honestly, don't be hesitant on it.
I won't be hesitant, mate.
We're going to get off of here. We're going to end the podcast here. You need to go to bed because it's almost 3 a.m.
I'm wide awake.
Oh, go to
Thanks
bed.
to this. Thanks
Go-
to this.
Go to bed. Get some rest, dude. It was a pleasure talking with you. We learned a little bit new things about each other.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, my next podcast isn't for a couple weeks. So, and that's going to be a big one.
Oh, who's it gonna be?
Can't reveal.
You can't reveal.
Can't reveal.
Oh, damn.
Not yet. I can't reveal. Not yet. It's not the big content creator that I've been trying to. I
Ah,
sent the DM, but he never got back to me. He hasn't gotten
oh
back
no.
to me. So that might not happen. But this guy, he is a part of the community. You do know him.
Oh,
Yeah, you do know him.
okay.
He's a part of the no game community.
Oh, even bigger. Oh, hmm.
He hasn't,
I'm gonna have to have some think.
I haven't seen him stream for a little bit, but this should be an interesting conversation. So, with that, dude, we are gonna be knocking it off right here, and we're gonna end it. January of 2022, Cazzer is back, and he is
Yes.
ready, and he is hungry.
Yes,
Keep
I
an
am.
eye out for that, guys. If you guys need to, it's YouTube. It's Cazzer with a Z, not an S.
Yeah, so with a Z. Remember the Z, okay?
All right, brother. I will catch you later. Hit me up if you
Yeah,
ever
man.
need anything, man. I
I will
appreciate
do,
you.
bro.
All
I
right.
appreciate you too, man. It was
All
so
right.
lovely talking to you.
Oh, definitely. We need to do this more often.
Definitely.
All right, brother. I'll catch you.
Catch you later, Tyler. See you later, man.
Yeah.
Music on the beat.
Get ready for the podcast. I address anything on my mind. On time with the lines and the lyrics rhyme. And you know you can press rewind. Yeah. Get ready for the podcast. I address anything on my mind. On time with the lines and the lyrics rhyme. And you know you can press rewind. Podcast, you can talk what you want to say. Here go the microphone. We can talk all day. I got time to listen to your thoughts. Feedback. Just let the man talk. Get ready for the podcast. I address anything on my mind. On time with the lines and the lyrics rhyme. And you know you can press rewind. Yeah. Get ready for the podcast. I address anything on my mind. On time with the lines and the lyrics rhyme. And you know you can press rewind. Wake up to the howling sounds. That's the wolf speaking now. Press record, not say what you say. You wouldn't want to have it any other way. Get ready for the podcast. I address anything on my mind. On time with the lines and the lyrics rhyme. And you know you can press rewind. Yeah. Get ready for the podcast. I address anything on my mind. On time with the lines and the lyrics rhyme. And you know you can press rewind.